gorgeous view. We're in Sedona, Arizona. I'm going to be visiting a vortex today. Today is my birthday. It's extremely peaceful and the weather is beautiful. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome.
Maine's in the house.
I'm gonna flip this around real quick. You guys are all jumping on. Happy Monday. That, or how are we coming across? Are we adding the most value at every opportunity? So these were experiences that I'm sure sound similar because we all go through the exact same thing with our businesses. You know, there are times where we're doing the work and we feel like, wow, I did that completely wrong. And there are times when we're doing the work and you felt like a rock star, like you nailed that. And then there's everything in between, and the times where you don't want to get up and contact one more person. You don't want to get up and post again on your personal page, or get back in your virtual store, your product page, and do that again.
All the unsexy, monotonous, boring stuff. Yeah, we're there. We don't like doing it either, but we do it anyway.
Yeah.
That's it. We do it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And guys, it was more about a commitment, not only to ourselves, but also to you, who we committed to. And I think the group dynamic, the mastermind dynamic that we were talking about yesterday, just a little bit, plays a big part because it holds each other accountable. You guys held us accountable to keep coming back and keep doing more because we told you what our goal was, you know. Oh, no, I'm good. But the whole point of this is, you know, some of you have walked through this with us early on in the 90 days.
It's almost like first time on your scope. Sorry, we're leaving. This is the finale. We've done 90 scopes, so we're sorry that you missed everything.
Yeah, but you know, there have been those that have been with us since really early on, since episode 3 or 4, because nobody knew us on 1 and 2 basically. But you know, you've seen us. You've seen how we communicate. You've seen how we've changed our interaction with you guys, and you've taken a lot of what we talked about and you've taken it and run and gotten phenomenal results. But you know, that's something else that we learned on this 90-day journey, is that we can do more. That we actually were capable of all of this and then some.
Yeah, Paul and I really think that we're still playing small, even though we're screaming at you doing 10x and dominate. We're still playing small. Don't you feel that way too? Sometimes I know that I could do more each and every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to kind of go into our training yesterday because there's a few things that I want to emphasize today with you that we can kick it up a notch, because I still think that we're still playing small, and a lot of people are dropping the ball in this one area of our business, and together we all need to shift this.
You know, we got to talk about some meat and potatoes on every episode,
so
here it is.
We're not just talking fluff today. We'll do some training. I don't have my whiteboard, but we'll talk about something today. But yesterday's training was pretty profound, because when I mentioned this, everybody in the room was like, oh yeah, I relate to that. on that. So we'll get into that in just a second.
Well, this is interesting.
We gotta show. Look.
We might have a group of people joining us.
We got some tourists coming. All the cute people are getting off the bus.
So we'll make sure that we pick up the pace. But guys, as far as dropping the ball, you know, there's a difference between your frontline team, the people you personally roll, and then the team that you can grow from there. And this is where the sustainability, this is where the long term comes from. This is where the incredible dynamics of all the personalities merge and create a team much stronger than we could ever build ourselves. So, you know, with that in mind, did you want to cover any more on that? No?
You know me, I like to go straight into training.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to really realize this. Because yesterday, this is getting awkward. We got
this is getting really awkward. Let me go ahead. Let's take a walk with us.
You got to show them all the people.
Apparently, it's picture time here. So, here, take a look at that. Can you guys see that?
We're gonna go over here.
Everybody wants to see Sedona. Apparently, we got a good view too. So.
had a good view. They took it
This
from
is pretty
us.
good.
We'll come over here in the shade.
Yeah. See, we just roll with the punches, guys. It's like flow like water, you know what I'm saying?
So really quickly, in yesterday's training, this is where everybody seemed to be dropping the ball. Because we kind of went over some basic stuff in training yesterday regarding you plus two, them plus two. In my business page, I throw out contests. Sorry about the wind. We throw out contests to ensure that my team knows how to do you plus two, them plus two. So I pay for someone's auto ship, and we'd have a little drawing. So those in my team, if they can do and post a you plus two, them plus two video, post it in our business page, it kind of does a few things twofold. So then I'll run a contest and maybe pay for somebody's auto ship or something like that. But yesterday's meeting, we went into a little bit in-depth detail about the you plus two, them plus two. And this is where everybody drops the ball, guys.
This is key, guys.
We can all do you plus two, then it stops. Everybody can do you plus two, but then it stops. Why is that? Why is it that manager is one of the hardest rank advancements to get? Ever thought about that? You plus two, them plus two. It's the them plus two is the hardest part.
Because why? That's actually where building the team dynamic comes in.
This is what sets the professionals apart from the amateurs. So we don't want you guys to be amateurs anymore. So I really want you to focus on this week. We've got to start reaching down, because what happens is you'll get you and then your two. You're good. You're set. But these two guys right here usually drop the ball and they need more help to find their two. That's why our company gives you a coaching bonus, right? They kind of give you a bonus for helping them to create a consultant, right? They give you $100 if you're brand new and you don't know what I'm speaking of. Our company wants you to help your team create a consultant to get them plus two, and then you get $100. But this is where everybody drops the ball. Why is that? So we got to, we got to get our people paid. So I really want you to focus this week, because we're not here to be in your face. So you've got to step up in your leadership. You've got to, leaders go first, and you've got to almost force the communication, force the relationship between you plus two and then them plus two.
You got to push it through. Yep.
So start utilizing the three-way chats, the three-way videos. Because remember, if you don't know how to use it, you've got 15 seconds on Facebook to put out a video, right? You can just do a quick video, me and Paul talking to a couple of prospects and our team members, and get everyone in a nice team-oriented chat.
Just through Facebook Messenger. Yep.
If you don't know how to do that, I want to Google that or get with your team members and see exactly what we're speaking of. But start forcing the communication leaders. You've got to go down and start helping and just form a communication, because something changes when your team knows that they're in a team dynamic, right? People just drop the ball right there and they can't get to manager. So we've got to start changing the game, 10x, and dominate this part. You and I, we can get the U plus two. That's easy. I can get my sister and my brother. I can get Paul and my best friend. That's easy. But then why does it drop the ball from them? They can't get their two. So that's why we get that $100 coaching bonus, if you will, for helping them. We've got to get this down, because if we can do that, that is the foundation of our business.
This is how empires are built.
Empires, guys.
And guys, this is where it comes into play, where you have to force that interaction, like Lynette is saying. You have your two. What's the best way to help them find two? Ask them. Right?
Ask
you
them,
have to
and
start
then,
asking,
but
who do you know?
Yes, ask and then help them. Because they're putting prospects in the product page. So start helping them form that communication. Just say, hey, Karen, I noticed that you added your prospect in. Let me go ahead and just introduce myself, and put yourself in a chat. Get a chat going. Start forcing the communication leaders. Because and the reason I'm saying this is because Paul and I were managers in January.
In January,
listen to this, guys. We were managers in January of 2014, Brandy of 2015, of this year. And then literally when it dawned on us how important the product page is and how important it is to help your team to help them find two, boom, we went 5-star. It is that drastic, but you need to do the work. Don't just rely on your team to find their two. You got to help. You've got to help. So reach down, start forcing some communications, get everybody in a three-way chat if you can, start pouring some love onto those prospects, and start helping. That's what's going to change the game.
Yeah,
okay?
Expecting them to know the answers and how to find their two is not realistic, guys. Most people come into this industry, in this business, looking for a product result, a lot of people don't even know that they're capable of partaking in this particular industry in a financial way.
Yes. I feel stuck at manager. We were the same way. We were managers for like 9 months. 9 months. So don't do that. Manager is one of the hardest rank advancements to get.
Yep.
But we can change the game because we need to start emphasizing and putting our focus right there. So help. We got to help. We got to step it up.
Yep. So, this is a beautiful point. As manager in January, 1 star now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there
see?
you go. So you
see how that
understand-
moves, right?
Stuck no more. Yeah, see, a lot of people get stuck also at 1 star and 2 star, and the reason being is because usually what happens is you're not adding enough value. Because up until executive, you've been focusing on yourself. You've been focusing so much on your own cycles. When you become an executive, it's no longer about you. It's about your team now. So you got to make that switch in your mind and start helping. You're still building your business on the side, still finding your own prospects, but now you're going down. You're going down and helping your team. And there's so many orphans. And this company is too amazing to have too many orphans. We've got isogenicsbusiness.com. We have our own business pages. We have our own now a product page. There is no reason why anybody should fail. But you got to step up and you got to let people know. Let's help you get to consultants. And then reach down to them. Don't stop reaching down. I'm getting so passionate about this.
Now, Jill actually talks
Yeah.
about helping your new person enrolled become a consultant within 24 to 48 hours. And the best way to do that is you have to ask them. You have to force the interaction of, who do you know that wants to lose weight, feel better, more energy, make a financial gain? You have to ask them that, right? You have to ask them, okay, who can we add to the product page so that they can see what you saw?
But you got to get creative. I'm spouting out because we're totally organic right now, right? All those that are commenting, I'm stuck at or I'm struggling at, stop saying that. And including stop writing it. The things that you say, be careful because you are listening to your own words.
Now, that's important, guys, because we never felt stuck at anything. We just were,
But
right?
we never admitted it or announced it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay?
There's, it's a fine line. It's kind of like the difference between being broke and being poor, right? We've been broke before, but we were never poor. Poor is a mentality. Poor is an acceptance of living less than you can. Whereas, being stuck in a certain leadership position is the same way.
I will be, I am. Everything that you should be manifesting is in the I am present tense. I am a 3-star. I am a 7-star. I am an executive now. Fake it till you make it.
And Dr. Wayne Dyer, he talks about that a lot. When he was around, but in his books, he has a lot of the I am principle, right? The principle of speaking it into existence as if it already exists. I am this, I am that. This is how I exist today. It's just my reality needs to catch up with
Yes.
my inner world, so to speak.
I am financially abundant. I am cycling 12 times a week or whatever it is that you want, but everything is in the I am statement. So be careful with your words. Don't ever feel frustrated or you're struggling. Remember, take the emotion out of this business. What else do you want to talk about? What else are you guys struggling with? Because
Guys, I want to throw this out here because something's going to happen. We're in day 1, week 5, and something's going to happen to some of you. And this is something I don't want to happen. Now, a lot of you are on track. You're strong. You're focused. You're doing the work without emotion. You're focusing.
I'm not mad. I'm passionate. Plus, I'm in the
Yeah.
sun, so I've got like these crows. I'm not mad.
You're
Those
focusing
that
on
know
your.
me know that I'm not mad.
You're focusing on your goals and you're repeating your affirmations daily. But there's some of you that when we sign off today, then all of a sudden it stops. Guys, we know the story of Dumbo, right? The Disney story, where Dumbo was carrying the magic feather, and that's what he thought was giving him the power to fly, giving him the power to soar. And then, in that one scene where he was diving and then he lost the feather, and that little mouse friend of his had to convince him that it was never the feather, that it was within him, right? That he could fly at any moment because it's a decision, right? So this is the same concept. Some of you don't need the magic feather to keep going, right? Some of you don't need us to be in your ear every day saying, you can do this. This is for you. You just got to keep pushing. Some of you don't need that. That was an added bonus that we're around for 90 days. But some of you do think that you need that you need to rely on that to get you focused again. But now we talk about the rules of the game. We talk about now it's your responsibility, 100% your responsibility to come back every day, as if you're being reminded to step up, as if you're being reminded to be more, do more, have more than you ever expected and that anyone would ever expect from you.
It reminds me of this. Yesterday we had an amazing meeting, and some of you know Paul and I's story. This is actually the first time after 17 months that we've had a local team here, local or in Phoenix.
That's true.
All of our team was literally all over everywhere except in our local town. It was the most bizarre thing. But this is what was happening. I was hearing this on my team because now that we're having more meetings locally, my out-of-state team is going, well, I wish that I could be at your meeting. I wish that I could be at your meeting. We're telling you guys to step up, have your own meeting, even if it's just an intimate thing in your own living room, or you can reserve a small little place in maybe a restaurant back room. But you have your own meetings now with your own team, even if it's just one or two of you guys. Get together, start brainstorming, and making sure that everybody's on the same page, because we need to start duplicating one another. So don't wait for your upline to have a meeting, and don't wait for your company to have an event. Can you see? It's kind of like in shape. Yeah. But just make sure that you are stepping up in your own leadership. You don't need anyone. You are the CEO of your own company. And in our company, Isagenix gives us everything that we need to succeed. You don't need anything. You can create your own product page if you have to. You can create your own business page if you have to. You've got isagenixbusiness.com. You've got all the tools. There's nothing stopping you but you. Mm-hmm. It's all up in here. You're stopping yourself. So
we've talked about the Crazy Train 1,000 times. 1,000 times, guys. That's battle number one.
Yeah.
You master the Crazy Train. You take control of the conductor, because he's not going to go away. He'll always be there.
I love that.
The conductor will always be there. Now it's a matter of how loud, he keeps talking in your ear about whether or not you should get on the Crazy Train today.
And you don't have to speak eloquently. You don't have to speak so dynamic. So get off the Crazy Train if you think that you can't speak good enough. I was there. I don't speak as well or eloquently as Jill or Tracy O'Malley or Emily Vavra. I'm not as dynamic. But you know what? We all have our own gifts. You can reach someone with your own energy, someone in the crowd. You can. Did you know that you can reach someone in the crowd better than I can, because your energy matches theirs? Whatever you say will match them perfectly, more than I ever could. So it's not, Paul always talks about, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. So remember that. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person. So don't think that you can't speak well enough, or you don't look good enough to play the part. You can. We all have our own gifts. So we want to just empower you. If you take anything from today's episode, empower yourself, get off the Crazy Train, right? Let go of anything that no longer serves you and move in the direction of where you're supposed to be, because together all of us are supposed to be raising the vibration of humanity, helping humanity understand that they can get their health back and they can get their finances back. It's up to us, one person at a time. So anything you want to wrap up? I'm gonna enjoy my birthday. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
Guys, we just want to remind you that you can do this. We want to remind you that now, if there was ever a time to step up into your leadership, today is that day. Today's the day that you should begin that process. It's going to be hard in the beginning. It'll be messy in the middle, but it'll be gorgeous in the end. And I know that some of you are a little bit nervous and scared still about what we've talked about. Some of you are running with it. But you got to believe. You got to give yourself just a little bit of belief in the beginning. Take some action and keep building that belief all the way through, and watch transformations happen. But let's push through this the rest of the 90 days. We have 60 days left, just about. And you want to stay focused on that goal so that you finish the 90-day game plan strong, and then that will set you up for January, right? Because we're always working toward the next event. So with that in mind, guys, we know that you can do it. We're here telling you that you can do it. If a telemarketer and a broke medical student, a broke telemarketer and a broke medical student could do this, then you guys can too. You have so much more going for you. And even if the road gets rough, just remember, There's a new road ahead, and it's probably a lot smoother.
So on YouTube, you can find us. Larry Fuchs is a blessing to all of us. He's been recording our Periscopes. Go to L Fuchs 1959. L Fuchs 1959, or just type in Global Executives. You'll eventually find us over on YouTube. So let's go. Let's do something different. Stop playing small.
Yeah.
Stop playing small and stop the U+2 and it stops right there. Let's start reaching down and let's start creating more managers now.
Yeah.
That is the hardest rank advancement to get. I don't know why, but if we start reaching down and forcing communication with our downline and our success line, things will shift. Don't worry, Paul and I were associates back in the day. We were consultants back in the day. We had to move our way up just like you.
Guys, lastly, you know, this is a business about building teams that last. And the best way to create leaders is to become one. So step into your leadership,
Yep.
lead with your heart, and the greatest servant will be the greatest success.
Blues and whites. I'm going to speak to you again.
Oh, yeah.
Blues and whites. It's time to step up now. You don't need to speak eloquently. You don't need to know all the techniques. Just lead with your servant heart, because naturally that is what you do. Reds, start moving back down here in the heart space. Yellows, let's focus more. We're all over the place, yellows. Come back to the mothership. Start coming back to your own product page, guys. And just remember the 2-week turnaround and the rule of 5. Come from a servant's heart. Anticipate objections. Start casting the vision. Remember, casting the vision. Do the 14-day talk. What else is there?
Guys, it's
you
that
guys got
simple.
all
You
it.
have the key. You have the success key. All those notches, ridges, and the grooves. Just put the pieces together, and off you go. Unlock the door to success. It all starts with gratitude.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Don't forget gratitude, guys.
Guys, you got this. You got this. I don't know how to say it more. I mean, we want to say it again and again. You got this. So just remember to believe in yourself first. Step into your leadership and watch leaders rise from your organization. Watch people show up into your life. You'll start attracting the most amazing people. We could not be more blessed for the people that have been watching us on Periscope, that we've connected with. We could not be more blessed for the team that we're on, the team that we have, and the people that we've met in this business. It's completely changed our lives, and we're just getting started. So, guys, get excited about life. Nobody else will live a Monday like this, right? But you guys can decide to create the most dynamic, the most incredible life starting today, no matter what. Whether you have a 9-to-5 or not, whether you are watching us from work, whether you're stuck in a rut, guys, this is the time to change it. So let's step up and move on, and here we go. We'll see you at the next convention for sure.
And don't unfollow us, because we may do a
You never know.
Periscope punch. We may come back.
You never know when we'll throw a punch out there. So we've got a lot of things in the works, and we want to make sure that you guys are well on your way to succeeding. And there'll be a day where we see all of you on stage.
It's 1959.
Yeah.
1959.
So,
all right, let's
awesome, guys. So
say sayonara. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I'm sending love, massive love back to you.
Yes.
All the energy here in Sedona. Sending
Always.
it to you. We love you all. We'll see you on the next Periscope.
and as always,
We want nothing more than for you to live this extraordinary life.
yes, always free from physical and financial pain.
So join us on this mission.
Because it's a stone cold fact.
We've got a better way.
We've said it before.
Yes.
Now let's go tell
Let's
the
go
world.
Tell the world.
Later,
Bye,
guys.
guys. We love you.